Alright, basically what I'm saying is there's not going to be one suitable counterpart that's for you that's going to be able to be compatible to all the facets that God created you to be.
Alright, I can understand it. I can comprehend it. Me personally, based off my preference, I choose to be with one woman.
And guess what? You're not going to be, quote unquote, and I state this out loud.
You so before you speak on me,
yes,
go ahead. I'm not going to be what?
You're not going to be
satisfied?
Not the word satisfied. You're not going to be complacent with that judgment.
That still falls in that.
No,
satisfaction.
No. Satisfaction is different than complacement. Complacement means you're seeing yourself in this one boundary forever.
Hey.
Satisfaction is way totally different than complacement.
It's still a related factor of you just expressing satisfactory, bro. Regardless of it being the same. Being complacent and satisfied could be two different in nature, but they both are common expressions of satisfaction. If you look at the derivative of that, it's going to be a prime actual it's basically it's the fact of what you're saying though. What being complacent is, it's still satisfactory, bro. And I mean, it's going to be a requirement or prerequisites regardless. If I'm choosing to be complacent in any measure, I'm going to be complacent in a state of satisfaction.
Okay, the way I'm using complacent is basically saying you have a lack of concern.
Okay.
You're always a concerned spirit, so you're not going to ever lack that. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to be...
Of course, because I got a companion.
You're not going to be suited... Okay, basically I'm going to say it like this. You're not going to be suited to wear the same wardrobe every day, bro. That's what I'm basically stating. You switch your clothes out in here and you switch your visions in here. And this ain't even us in the freeware. So I know how you'll be in the freeware.
You don't know. Because
bro, your vision switches.
Hold on, that's not I understand that part of being human and having that nature. When it comes down to me and my actual predilection or my preference, my morale, my principles, this makes up the identity of me.
But guess what? It advances every day.
Every day. I understand. I'm not excluding revision out of anything.
But you gain wisdom, right?
What I'm saying is this. I will not be in polygamy. I will not practice polygamy because of the type of individual I am.
That's not polygamy.
You talking about having multiple wives, bro? I'm speaking of...
You do? Okay, so look. Basically what I'm stating is multiple wives and meaning, man. That's what I'm saying. You might love this one chick just because of her friendship. You might like this other chick just because of her style of thinking. You might look at the world. You might look at another chick and be like, hey, you know what? I like your drive.
I just seek one woman to invest the identity of me into. I seek one woman to actually establish a legacy or an inheritance with. When it comes down to my most sacred things about who I am. You know what I'm saying? The most valuable aspects of me. Listen, the most valuable aspects of me, I would choose to invest in one woman. All right? What I mean by that is, even if we didn't have marriage or anything like that, I would still choose to express my degree of devotion or loyalty in that way. You see what I'm saying?
All right. Now this is not a rebuttal. This is what I'm basically about to state in this real law of science. Okay, you might find that one woman, right? Mm-hmm. But it took multiple women to help her be influenced to be that one woman that you love. So you still technically love essence of the plethora of women that has came across from her path that help influence her, to shape her, mold her, to be the woman of what you state to be plain.
Mr. Me, someone myself, all right, in many different measures. It took for me to have to ascend into sin in that measure in order for me to find my degree of preference. To find out the identity of what I rather.
And you know, gain the wisdom.
Or what I prefer.
And gain the wisdom.
This is what I'm saying. Hold on, bro. I just let you speak. I'm saying that to say. So it took me having to go through many different varieties to find my actual preference. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that I've learned through my seasoning that I would rather. I would rather me have me one woman, you know, and the type of woman I would like. That was through my experience of those before me, or what I would actually, you know, state as a standard. You see what I'm saying? Right. Or look for in a standard of a woman. All right, that I feel would be compatible for me, you know, or fit for me to actually, you know, elevate, or to one who's fit enough to edify me. You know what I'm saying? And in those groups of measures, I would always address myself or apply myself with that type of incentive of just one woman. I wouldn't be like, all right, yeah, she got these good traits, so I'm gonna keep her on the back burner, or associate myself with her alongside associating intimacy and dividing my attention to another woman who meets the other areas of who I am. Now, I'd rather take one woman, or you know, one entity, bro, and actually integrate with one that I feel like I can build with, one that I feel like is just that humble enough to accelerate in those measures, that has the potential to grow. You see what I'm saying? Grow into the fullness of exchanging into that union with me. I'd be okay with that, growing into that, instead of me just picking out many different women to culminate to make up one woman for me, or the feminine aspect to service the the aspect of me intimacy. I wouldn't just I ain't gonna just cast my eggs in many baskets. I just take that good one and then I fortify the fuck out of it. You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth. When God sprouted the flower, He didn't make just one flower. He made a flower bed, brother.
That's why that one woman can provide many seeds for you.
Because of the flower bed.
Nigga. That one plant gave me 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 children. You understand? And them 10 children gonna give me 40 grandchildren. You understand? I'm still God. Just from that one. I ain't got to have many different. No.
I ain't saying you did. No, you jumping over the retrospect. What I'm talking about? Okay. So basically, what I'm saying, okay, for you, say when you met the one chick, boom, she everything that you see fit, right?
Yeah.
But you're actually loving the women that took a pose of composing her to be that woman in womanhood.
I know. I'm not loving the ones that were.
Her mother.
Hold on. I thought you were talking about the ones I've experienced.
No,
the women in my past.
No, I'm not talking.
You talking about the other women that
helped her. That's what I'm saying.
All right, I understand.
That's what I'm speaking on.
Of course, I'm gonna have veneration and honor for those who actually robbed her for real. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm speaking on. I wasn't speaking on the several instances like this chick here. No, I'm talking about the root of her.
Okay, those that integrated to bring her ancestors. Right. Of course, I'm gonna have honor for that. Right. And to be equally yoked, I'm gonna always have that type of morale.
That's what I'm speaking on. I'm not speaking on the.
But that just falls all within the feminism of that aspect of me honoring just the essence of a woman, homie. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And whatever she does lack, that her parents weren't able to.
And that's what I meant.
Her humility, her earnestness. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. To be better than what she was brought out of, maybe just right, fit for me, just for me, adequate for me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Provided that she's earnest. You know what I mean? But just that potentiality all in itself is something that I'm required to assess. You feel me? On what's really compatible for me, what's actually fit to.
And this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Okay, when we gain wisdom, preference tends to change. It reshapes.
Man, through trial and error, of course, that's what I told you. It comes all the seeking brings about, the identity of you. You understand? So those necessary measures is to ascend and descend. That's gonna happen. Right. Just like the many seasons of a plant growing, and then there's the season of fall. What I told you, it is having spring and life again. You understand? This ascension and descension doesn't mean I'm cutting the tree off at the stalk and then I'm growing out a whole totally different. No, I mean I'm still the same tree, homie. You follow me? I'm just being, listen, my lay of land may be catered to a lot better than what it was before when I was actually bearing fruit that may have been bitter. I wasn't getting the proper treatment or, you know what I'm saying, that I am getting now.
Like proper water.
That I'm getting now. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying like I say. Yeah. So, it's all on, me personally, I prefer one woman. You know what I mean? I can't say that I can't say that, I would choose to have more than one woman at home. I think that, a lot of men, I ain't saying that it is outside of, our religion, the religious standpoint of them having multiple wives and concubines. You follow me? But I look at that, applying that type of method in the place of business. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes down to my household, my kingdom, when it comes down, not my empire, but just my kingdom, my household, you follow me? When it comes down to my home, my keep, it's just one woman who has that authority overall. You follow me? That's where one woman is going to reside. I'm going to fortify that keep. That's my keep. Home is my keep. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes down to me and my empire, and I may have to go into business with another woman who may be fit enough to furnish and utilize and, you see what I'm saying, operate an area of my, establishment. You follow me? And she may be upholding the legacy in that area. You see what I'm saying? But that's just a part of the empire. That's just a part of the business aspect of things. You see what I'm saying? Then I can understand that method being applied then. But when it comes down to the home, the house, the sanctuary, that's my keep home. That's only one woman has the authority over it all. That's just like when you see, come on, you look at Sarah Adam. She still was the bottom. You understand? You see on the little Chinese movie, what you see in the brothel. There's that one head, you follow me? Who, and that's the one that's gonna be able to, dictate and make sure things are in line whenever I'm not around. You understand? That's the one who will be able to uphold things, above all others. She has that type of correlative mentality. She knows how to correlate. You see what I'm saying? She knows how to orchestrate and run things. You see what I'm saying? She knows how to establish a mastermind alliance. That type of thing. You follow me? She knows how to take many components to make one sufficient mind. You see what I'm saying? something that I would find as my wife. That's her place. That's her authority. That's the. You see what I mean? I ain't going no further than that when it comes to bringing more than one woman in my home. Nah, that ain't what's going on. You know, I ain't saying it's wrong, but I would love my loyalty to be, my circle to be small. You follow what I'm saying? I don't want my circle that big, dog. I mean, shit, I want to exercise my loyalty just that strong. You see what I'm saying? Now, when it comes down to like the circle outside the circle, that's outside the business, you know, social life, such, then I'm gonna have some people that I'm gonna have a little bit more faith in than I would an associate or a stranger. You see what I'm saying? And that business partner gonna be one that has authority over certain things. But when it comes down to that ultimate bracket of trustworthy, the one that's trustworthy, that's my wife. You see what I'm saying? But trust is my God's throne. It's just, that's trust, that's God. Then you got trustworthy, that's my wife. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Then just the bracket after that, different levels of faith under that. But trust is nothing, nobody, and not even myself, is in that realm of trust. You feel me? Because we're all dependents. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, I salute polygamy, but I just feel like it's applied different in this age, you know, when it comes down to business and having an empire. And you know what I'm saying? We're still applying it in different ways, but that's my way of applying it. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to probably need a woman in my place of business that has a more diplomatic aspect of things. She can go and close business deals a lot better than me. She can go pitch things or present things a lot better than me. You see what I'm saying? So she's going to be the one that exercises that in that area. That's just like a concubine, but she services that aspect of the business. You see what I'm saying? But hold on. The ownership over the whole establishment is me and my wife. She has part ownership in that. So yeah, she's like a concubine, although she's just playing her part in the business. You see what I'm saying? But me and the head over the business is me and my wife. You follow me? That type of thing, you know, and I mean, that's how I look at polygamy now. I don't look at it in that type of way that they talking about back in the old times and stuff like that. Not saying that there's anything wrong with it. If you're trying to, I would say if you're exercising it in a way of, if you're into like establishing a stronger lineage for us bloodline wise, when it comes down to that aspect of things, then I can see polygamy as a strong tool to utilize. You know what I mean? When you're saying building a community or a family that wants to take up some type of independence opposed to society, you see what I'm saying?
So, I'm being honest, I just looked up the word concubine. The technical facet of what concubine is being today's term would be your baby mom. That's your concubine.
Bro, you still ain't getting what I'm saying. I understand that part. What I'm expressing to you is you still have the wife,
you still got order.
And then you got the what? The maid.
Yeah, you got concubine.
All right, the maid wives.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now you got like those. It's a hierarchy to that. It's different levels of that. But I'm saying that when you take that aspect out of the scriptures or in the religious standpoint of it, that's old age type of things, right? Now, hold on. Slow down. But in this modern, in our age now, we have different type of things going on now. We got to keep up with the speed of things. So polygamy is used and applied in a more business aspect. You see what I'm saying? Then it would be
just like marriage.
Then it would be in the house. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the house is still the castle, right? Like the home. All right, but the house is your key. That's your sanctuary. You see what I'm saying? You gonna fortify any other places outside of what you got established? The home is the castle. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna fortify the fuck out that. You see what I'm saying? And you gonna have that woman, that one-head woman in charge. You see what I'm saying? She's gonna make sure she take care of the land, or she's gonna keep the keep safe.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Then you're gonna have those that aid and assist her in keeping these things furnished and safe. You see what I'm saying? All right, those where the servants come in at. Now, me having to lay with them is a whole different type of prenuptial agreement. You see what I'm saying? Listen, bro. Listen. Say she can't have children. She's a surrogate. All right? And she got this woman who has our child for us. It's still a prenuptial agreement in a sense because of what? We're gonna take this child that you bear for us, but you really don't have any type of inheritance in that of what we have. You follow me? Right or wrong?
Sometimes it switches.
No, I'm just saying that to say,
I'll give you
bro.
principle like
Yeah,
that.
well, yeah, she comes and gives us our child and she gone. Ain't no she got tied to nothing. Right or wrong?
Right.
Okay, the same thing, but I'm just saying that when it comes down to business, what's going on today, that type of thing is still being exercised in different ways, but I just say I'd rather leave polygamy within a business standpoint than trying to integrate it into your home. You see what I'm saying? That's just something that I feel like, and hey, now if you and your companion or your wife or whatever decide to be like, hey, let's make some kids, and I don't want to bet no more, so we gonna have to start working on getting a surrogate or whatever. And, you know, I might need assistance with that. You know, integrate her in the home. You see what I'm saying? And no, I say, y'all do that. You know, and you know, build up a big, you know what I'm saying, a huge family. That, you know what I'm saying, strengthen your lineage. But that's cool. I mean, people. You know, people into that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going against that. I'm saying it's healthy in the way you do it. It's not, I just feel like that people should start understand, a woman should understand that aspect of polygamy when it comes down to applying that same method in the place of business. You have a man who's a business owner or one who's into that aspect of establishing some type of, into real estate and, you know, establishing some type of estate in certain things, and he's out here, you know, freelancing with different type of businesses he's bringing up and stuff like that, and he's got this big company. Of course, you know, you're gonna need to start, and then it's not like you're gonna be able to try to get your wife to, you know, have a hand or integrate with you and operating and functioning with you in all these many different type of companies or businesses. You see what I'm saying? And she don't have no knowledge of like you, but you may need to go out and set out to go get someone who has really gained the education and the knowledge to function with you in that area, and it may be a woman outside of a man. You see what I'm saying? And she'll be there to uphold the business for you, like remember House of Ninja. You remember the female that was working with him to help him keep the business up. She became secretary and all that. You see what I'm saying?
That really was the backup when grandma.
Yeah, I'm just saying though to say, you know, but all the while just putting that on game, like yeah, like that's just something that, you know, the wife understood it though. She wasn't on no territorial shit. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. She respected it. You know, and that's just something, man. I just, you know, a lot of women, you know, hey, when a man start getting money, he start doing, you know, certain things got to be exercised, man. If you don't got that right knowledge to really, you know, operate and function on that type of level, at that type of caliber, then see, that's what takes time for you to be able to have you seasoned enough to know who's fit enough to go on that type of journey and path, divine path with you. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna come in and coincide with the things you're trying to establish or execute in this world. You know what I'm saying? So that's your counterpart. You gotta know who she is when she comes, bro. You know what I mean?